Right, welcome to Online Maths TV. My name is Jakes Anemo, and in today's class, we have a little challenge on the board. It says, show that ax squared plus bx plus c equal to minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, as you can see on the board, this is what we call the quadratic formula. So, how do we prove that what we have here, this quadratic expression, is the expression that gives the quadratic formula? It's very simple. The first thing we do here is to hold the right hand side and deal with the left hand side. How? We have to equate the left hand side to 0. Okay, so let's proceed. From here, we now have ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now, what we do next here is to move this term that is not carrying x. We call it the constant term. We move it to the right-hand side of the equation. Mind you, it is having a plus sign. So when it crosses the sign of equality, it turns to minus. So this will give us ax squared plus bx equal to minus c. Minus c. All right. Now, from here, we make the coefficient of x squared to be unity. What does that mean? Is we have to make the coefficient of x squared to be 1. And how do we achieve that? By dividing all through by a, which is the coefficient of x squared now. So if we do that, we're going to have ax squared all over a plus bx all over a equal to minus c all over a. Now, we have a at the bottom here, at the top and at the bottom. So this, we cancel this. So we are now left with x squared plus bx all over a equal to minus c all over a. Now, let's take a look at this once again. At this stage, we find half of the coefficient of x, and the coefficient of x is b all over 8, all over a. Okay, the coefficient of x is b all over a. So we find half of it, then square it and add it to the left hand side and also to the right hand side. So if you bring out this will give us here 1 all over 2 times b all over a. This will give us b all over 2a. Then square it. So we have to bring the whole of this and impute it here, adding it to both sides. So this will give us here x squared plus bx all over a plus b all over 2a all squared equal to minus c all over a plus b all over 2a all squared. You see that? Okay, now that we have this, what is the next thing we do? Here we are having x squared. Here we are having b all over 2a all squared. This guy leaves the system and we add these two. And at the same time, then we use these two to open everything inside here. So this will give us x plus b all over 2a all squared equal to minus c all over a plus this will give us b squared all over 2 into 2a as power with this will give us 4a squared. All right. Now that we have this is what we'll do again. Here we are having a minus sign. starting this expression, and it's not ideal. So we move this b squared all over 4a squared to this part so that it begins this expression. So this will give us here x plus b all over 2a r squared equal to b squared all over 4a squared minus c all over a. Correct. Here, we cannot subtract c from b squared. Neither can we subtract a from 4a squared. Before we can carry out any operation here, is to make sure we make the denominators to be the same. And how do we achieve that? By looking for the LCM of 4a squared and a. And the LCM is 4a squared. So this leads us to the next stage. Sure. All right. So from here, let's keep this side of the expression, the left-hand side. Let's keep it. So we move this one here. So the LCM is 4a squared. So 4a squared divided by 4a squared will give us 1. 1 times 4b will give us b squared minus a into 4a squared will give us 4a times c will give us 4ac. Now that we have this, we can now bring this side of the equation now. So this now implies that bracket x plus your b all over 2a r squared is equal to b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. We proceed again. We try to make x the subject of the formula. And here, this is carrying a square sign. So we take the square root of both sides to eliminate this power. So this gives us here x plus b all over 2a r squared square root equal to the square root of b squared minus 4ac, stand your square root bracket, all over 4a squared. At this point, you will introduce a plus minus sign to the right hand side of the equation. And from here, this square root sign will go with this 2. So your x plus 2 is now exposed. So we now have here x plus b all over 2a is equal to plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Any confusion? No. Now, we have b all over 2a on the left-hand side. So we move it alongside the plus to this other side of the equation. And mind you, once this plus crosses the sign of equality, it turns to minus. Hence, this expression becomes x is equal to minus b all over 2a plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over the square root of 4a squared. Because this square root is covering everything, so we can equally split it. The one for the numerator and the other for the denominator, because this is a perfect square and this square root can handle this square. The top will remain. Why? Because here the square root can take care of this square. Here is a perfect square, 4, but a is not a perfect alphabet. So this top remain the same. So if we do this, this will now give us here x is equal to minus b all over 2a plus minus the square root of b squared, okay, b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right. The work is easier now. Now take a look at this. The denominator here is 2a and the denominator here is also 2a. So their LCM is 2a. So 2a into 2a gives you 1. Use the 1 to multiply the numerator. You do that for the second part too. So this now implies that 2a as our LCM. Then we now have minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. Okay? Now, if you look at our question, look at the first expression. It says, show that ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to this. So it is from our x we have this, and our x is from this expression. So automatically we are now having ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to x. So we have proved the quadratic formula to be this. So if you gain any value from our videos, kindly drop a comment in the comment section below. Or you have some issues or some questions with regard to this solving, kindly drop it in the comment section. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and turn on the bell notification button so that YouTube can notify you whenever we drop wonderful video like the one you just watched. Thank you for being there.